Hi folks, it's Digital Hunting Gear Guy, and this is my SBI Superlite Chassis and handguard or fore-end on here. The whole idea is to make an incredibly light, compact little 1022, and that's what I've done here with this combo of different parts. Today I'm just going to primarily talk about, again, this back chassis part here and the handguard. But before we get too far into that, yes, the gun's unloaded. So let me take a closer look at this thing. So we're going to start right here. On the back, we've got a Picatinny interface. This is what you find on a lot of folding stocks, and as well as like really lightweight fixed stocks. I had to make an adapter because I got this gray birch stock. They used to have a Picatinny adapter on there, but then they went to a direct one for their chassis, so I needed to make something work. But yeah, there's Picatinny adapters out there, or there's Picatinny to the AR buffer tube style that are out there as well. This is just to save weight and give yourself a little bit more length of pull. We can fit a AR grip on here. I just have a standard A2 on there. A2? Standard AR grip because I find it just fine. And then just a little bit more on the features in this. So this thing actually has two screws on both sides. So the pins that go through there are threaded, and they clamp down on the receiver in two spots to give it a little bit of extra rigidity, because well, that's all that's holding on. Like there's nothing, no stock holding on to the front here. It's only holding on to the back here. Forward of this is all just receiver, and then there's the fore end. The fore end was what's actually using the action screw there, and that's all it uses to get on there. Now with this one, I found that you do need to get this thing centered, especially with a really thick barrel like this one. You need to get it kind of centered in there before you tighten that down. There is a little bit of wiggle room one way or the other, but you can get it centered so you've got a little bit more leeway on both sides and it's kind of even. Now, would I build this same gun again? Well, no. This upper here is the gray birch, like red dot, like right on the receiver kind of a thing. And I actually had to take the cheek piece off of here because it sits so incredibly low in this gun, and you really need to get your head down on it to see through that red dot. So that's not going to be an issue for you if you run like a standard Ruger upper, or one of the ones that has the rail grooved into the top there. You're not going to have to worry too much about those. It's just this one where it's so close to the optic. There's really not a lot of room for your cheek. I've had this chassis for I think about a year now. I have been using it for some different competitions and that kind of thing. And it's good for that. It's good because this is an incredibly light gun. So in terms of like whipping it around, it's very good. You can either run the standard Ruger 1022 mags in there. It looks a little bit awkward because there's nothing on the sides, but I find it's really fine. You just snap it in there. Nothing to get used to. Or the other option is you can run the adapter and then run the 5.97 mags, which is also an option, and also something that I did with this rifle in competition, is just run the 5.97 mags. That worked just fine. Or yeah, you can always run the 10 rounders. That works as well. The primary advantage to doing something like this is lightweight. It's very lightweight. It is nice to be able to run like different grips and different stocks and that kind of thing. The fore end, I thought it was fine. The rear, so the stock has no sling attach points. The fore end has no sling attach points, but does have M-lock, and it's easy enough to get like one of these M-lock to push button QDs on the back. And then this one I've got QD push button on the back as well, so that allows me to run a sling on here, which is something I like the option. I like the option to have to be able to put on a sling. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about it. I'll roll some footage of shooting this thing.
Does it hit?
Not on the last one. Hit!
Hit! Hit!
Use up the match saver.